did mean to ask and I forgot, so, who's your target audience? Are you looking for people that are already, listening to talk radio, or are you looking for a new set of listeners?
Everybody, but I think you spoke particularly about a younger demographic, and that would be terrific, you know, because so much talk radio, the stuff that makes the news, the people who get the sound bites on the news, people like Rush Limbaugh, their audience tends to skew old. I think of them as kind of polydent listeners in the sense that I have to think about the bottom line to some degree, and the sort of things, the people that you can get to advertise and sort of fund this whole process. You know, I would love to have listeners who wanted to buy motorcycles instead of nostrums to keep your hair from falling out and that sort of thing. I'd love to have people who want to buy video games instead of Depends. Or Vasacare or whatever.
Unless you're playing that game for a long time.
That's right.
And you're buying
So
it.
we'd love to have, we want everybody, we want to be inclusive, we want to be a community station. We do, and I don't mean that in any big lovey-dovey sense, because sure, we'd like to burn some feet, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Once in a while, make some people a little bit angry. There's some people that deserve to be taken to the woodshed from time to time. But we'd also like to do some good, and that's one of the things that I'm so excited about the Wounded Warrior Program.
So September 12th, what time?
September 12th, starting September 12th from
6
a.m.
6 a.m.
6 a.m.
6 a.m. till 10 a.m.
6 to 10.
But if you want, you could tape it and play it again and again.
And you can listen
Is it also
online.
online?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the greatest things, I think really for Pat and I, is the notion that not only do we have the sticks that are associated with 103.1 and 620 AM, but we're live online, zoneradio.com. You don't have to be in Bangor to have an interest and to want to listen, and we're able to provide that.
Are you gonna use things like, Facebook and Twitter to kind of
Oh,
interact?
I think the world is such a place that you absolutely have to. And as Mr. King mentioned, the notion that a younger demographic is certainly beneficial to any sort of media organization. That's how those people communicate. That's how I communicate. That's how you communicate, and that's what's effective. There's a certain immediacy there that you just can't enjoy otherwise. If somebody doesn't happen to catch the show, which I personally can't quite fathom, between 6 and 10, there's no reason that they can't at least be up to speed on what it is that we're talking about, what particular effort we have underway to try to work within the community to make it a better place to be.
Don, how exactly did you come to start this program?
Well, the short answer is, I had a bunch of posters of Governor LePage, and I was down in front of the Federal Building, and I was sort of waving them around with a little crowd of people, and they were just sort of posters of some of the things he'd said lately. Sort of, I believe one of them had the governor with some horns and a long pointy tail, inviting a certain president or the NAACP or somewhere else to a theological place of eternal punishment. And there were some different things that he had been pulling as stunts, and as a columnist for the Bangor Daily News, I had sharpened both of my eye teeth on him already about 15 times, and I was getting a little tired of it. So Bobby and I chatted after that, and the snowball kind of happened from there. I can't tell you how much I respect Don Cookson as a journalist and a broadcaster and a funny guy. So funny is going to be every other word in our thought process is going to be making this fun.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be, I don't want to be at the end of the day, depressed. If the world's got a bunch of problems, we're going to tackle them. But we're going to do it with a light heart and a happy tone, and I will sound sappy, a little brotherly love. Your fellow man is not your enemy, and the guy who just picked your strawberries and put them on the table for you is not public enemy number one in the United States of America. And so we're not, we're going to get rid of that, breaking that.
So we got a little bit of a tude. There's nothing
You
wrong with
noticed
that.
that, eh?
It's fun. I tell you what, there are two things everybody should do. Everybody should run for governor of the state of Maine, because it's a great way to see the state.
Now, that's where we got where we are now.
Yeah, just anybody. But then everybody should run for vice president of the United States, because it's a great way to see the country, you know? But when you do that stuff, you learn that we are all the same, and we just gotta look out for each other.
Thank you.
Okay, is
Thank
that
you.
it?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, folks.